Alex, Joe. We're back with our weekly recap. We're picking it up a little late because we're busy over the weekend. As you can see, let's spin the camera around. Just finishing up some open mat here on Monday night, moving into our new material. You'll get to see all that next week. So we're gonna do last week's recap. We're talking about escaping the back mat. Spent all week doing it, and we're just gonna run through a fast technique that I like to utilize once I've failed at all my other countermeasures. Ideally, I've defended this back mount, or I've escaped this back mount by defending it in the first place. But here we are. So I need to buy time on his arm. So same side arm wraps over the elbow, and I bring my elbow to my side. Opens up space, doesn't fix the problem, but it buys me time. Likewise, I like to get the cuff and use my forefinger over the top grip to roll it and lock this elbow to my side. Now this becomes a really difficult position for him to secure a choke from. But again, I'm not fixing the problem, I'm buying time. I have to get my hips and my legs working to beat this. So, last time we went through this, we talked about flushing out the bottom. This time, we're going to talk about elevating the hips over his to create pressure. So I bring my heels up, tight to my hips, and I drive back to stack him. Now, I haven't finished the technique yet. I can't start trying to shift because I'm still in danger of the choke as long as his chest is glued to my back. So what I need to do is get my back off of his chest. To do that, I lift my hips, I bridge high, and I walk to the side. And then I bridge again, and I walk to the side. And I bridge, and I walk. And I'm not even worried about clearing that heel, because even if we go back and he locks that heel in tight, go ahead and lock it in real tight, Joe. As long as I lift my hips first and walk, this becomes very hard for him to continue. Even holding that heel super tight, it's very hard for him to maintain it. So now I get to keep both hands up here while I'm working my escape to continue to buy time. As soon as I'm here, my hand transitions out, and look at this. I lock my arm to buy myself time building this fence with skeletal structure, not muscle. As I walk my hips off, the traditional technique of this walks around to a side mount. Realistically, what happens? Joe drives up for his mount, and as he does this, I'm going to insert my far foot and hook it directly into the back of his knee. Joe's probably going to continue to drive over. If he doesn't, back down for just a second. If Joe tries to step off this and I have an active hook, I can go ahead and drive the sweep from here. But realistically, Joe's going to realize he's got a pretty good thing going, and he's going to continue to drive. I let that drive carry my back to the mat. Once this knee clears between his legs to the posterior plane, I thread my foot through. Now this hand comes to the heel, and I just lift using my whole shoulder, not my hand, not my bicep, my whole shoulder, and I bring his heel up onto my shoulder. This hand hooks the top of the knee, rotates it out, and now I'm set up and I'm in a really nice X-guard position. So, not only do we escape the back mount, we set up probably what is one of the most fluid, and in my mind, beautiful guards in Jiu-jitsu, the X-guard. And that'll be our back mount escape. Tune back in next week. We're going to start attacking from the X-guard. We're going to look at some specifics that we're going to be doing this week, and we'll recap our week and talk about the X-guard. So, Alex and Joe, check the rest of our channel out. Check out our content. Check out these guys one more time, working really hard behind us here. Good for them. We're over here cutting a video. They're actually training. Guys, check us out. Share us around. We'll see you next week.